The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Ditka, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick flush to his right. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. 30 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
To throw on 3rd down, Bledsoe. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I certainly liked what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, that was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter, and they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short, and as a result, possession switches hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Up the middle, Murray. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On first down, Bledsoe. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first and 10, Bledsoe. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may call.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right after the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Rolling to his right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
To throw on second down. Bledsoe dancing to his left. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Bledsoe. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Keith Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded right around the 8. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mike Ditka, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marshawn Lynch. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe flushed out right. And he comes back with 1 complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on second down. Bledsoe escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bledsoe being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 4th down, Bledsoe, a desperation heave for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot. From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, he's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down. Bledsoe forced out to his left. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Folks' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Flush to his right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. They set up the screen to Lynch. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. His throw caught right around the 6.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fitzpatrick again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. First down, Fitzpatrick. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start it.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he goes out right around the 39. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, fancy running by Murray. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. On first down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Amari Cooper, 84 yards.
And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Bledsoe. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got Shockey.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jeremy Shockey, 35 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first and 10, Bledsoe.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. Dancing to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Bledsoe. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, Bledsoe being chased out left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Ditka, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Detroit.
CeeDee Lamb, 48 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Flush to his right.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third.
Already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with